Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well, guys. Atletico Madrid versus Manchester City. Most excited moment of the game was the final battle at the end, and Simeone applauding all, or asking actually all the stadium to applaud everyone of the stadium because of Manchester City. Yes, we're speaking about Manchester City that was actually losing so much time. Crazy, only one shot on goal when they were with 11 men versus 10 for Pep Guardiola. Guys, we'll have to speak about what happened today because I've received so many insults about Guardiola, Calcio Champagne, Manchester City, and at the end, when it matters, when it counts, apparently, one goal is enough. And not even in that game, but the game before, because today they did an old-style catenaccio. They didn't play a game parking the bus. Today it looks like we had an Allegri training. Was that good or bad? I don't know, guys. We will have to speak about that. We have to speak a little about Liverpool versus Benfica that I started to watch actually in multivision, you know, with changing when it started to be hot in one game or the other. But then when Liverpool scored the first goal, I said stop, because anyway, Benfica will never come back. At the end, they really played really great. I saw, and that's why I'm a bit late today, I saw the recap, the long recap, to understand a bit how the goals were scored and so on. That striker, the Nunes, mamma mia, Darwin, what a goal scorer, beautiful for him. But I want to focus especially on Atletico Madrid versus Manchester United. One goal is enough, and that's what I want to speak today about. Not because Guardiola is a defensive coach, not because Guardiola suddenly became an Allegri or a Simeone. No, it's just that we have to speak about the recap, that when it matters, guys, when it matters, whatever you do, the victory is more important. At the end, who was celebrating? It was Manchester City, robbing the game or not, losing time, whatever you want. At the end, the ones that will go to the semi-finals are Villarreal yesterday and Guardiola with Manchester City today. So we have to speak about that, and then there are so many updates about Juventus. I want to start with the shirt, of course, because it was leaked today. Guys, I couldn't wait. I knew already since January. I couldn't wait to be sure that it was leaked. It's leaked. It's leaked. It is official. Unfortunately, it has been leaked. The beautiful thing is that it's a surprise. But I started seeing some people changing their mind today. When it came out, some people, they are afraid. Of course, they are afraid because they were so harsh about the shirt. And now it's like, it looks a bit better in real life. It looks a bit better in real life. A bit better? A bit better? Let's go. Do we want to see the shirt? Do we want to see the shirt? I think we want to. Guys, we want to see the shirt. So let me first say hello to the people in the chat, the people that are already there to follow the live at midnight European time, 11 p.m. in UK, and then the rest of the world is a bit earlier or later or really early in the morning. So let's see who's there. Who do we have? We have Dino always. He's from the notification gang. As soon as he receives the notification, he stops what he's doing, even if he's eating, washing the dishes, whatever he's doing, he's leaving everything and he's going on the live because he's the first one. The first one every time here. Beppe, are you excited about McKennie to be back soon? Absolutely yes, especially because we have so many updates about Juventus that we have to speak after Champions League talk. We have to speak about Arthur injured. We have to speak about Miretti that didn't train today. Already it was Miretti didn't train today. We have to speak about Mercato voices. We have to speak about McKennie. We are waiting for him and we need him. So we'll speak about that a bit later. Ciao Stavros. It's City. City are so lucky and the refs are blind, guys. George, my friend, let's hope the computer is as healthy as yesterday. Yeah, that's also something that I want to repeat, of course. You know that the computer that I bought, I had a problem. After 10 days, it started every single live to crash, to reboot immediately, and I lost every time the live. So I exchanged the computer. Luckily, it was in the 30 days, so I received the same one, but a new one. I installed everything. Yesterday, we had no problems, just one problem with the connection, something like that, but I don't know what happened today, but it didn't crash, and hopefully it will not. Guys, you know that I'm in testing phase with that computer. If it crash, we say goodbye because it's super late also where I'm living. I will not be able to continue, so I will say sorry to you guys and then ciao. Except if it's really in the first minutes, like at the 10th minute, then I start again. But if not, if it's like 30 minutes and so on, I will not come back. So thank you, George, and hopefully good vibes for the computer of Beppe. Hopefully it's out of the J Medical. Ciao Amat, ciao my friend, ciao Robin. Hey, a bit earlier this time, yes, a bit. Ciao Anthony. Ciao Michael, ciao Ahmad again, ciao Jeremy, Doom Doom, MLG, ciao Stavros, ciao Beppe. The Atletico versus Manchester City game was very boring until the 80th minute where everything started to kick off with drama, fights and regained interest in the final part. Absolutely, we all saw that because it was, I said it, I started with that, the live... the most exciting part was the final battle, and then the fact that Atletico Madrid could score. They deserved to score at least one goal. They didn't, and at the end, you know it. The one that goes through is the one that scored at least one time more than the other ones. This is football, guys. Ciao Tushar, ciao Dundum again. Akmal is there. Julian Dos Santos who saying just wanted to say hello, Beppe. Now I will go to sleep. Buonanotte, 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 Julian. Nemanja, Foden is a bad player. I know he's receiving a lot of criticism. I didn't like his performance today as well. Not a big fan of him. Beppe is the best. Please sub to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put a maximum of like. 28 is not good, but we are in warm-up phase. Of course, the fingers have to be ready to put the thumbs up. Ciao, Thomas. Football is simple. Put the ball in the goal one more time than the opponent. Just what I said. Ciao, Dr. SP. Ali, hey, you know, and now I'm calling you Ali. Ciao, Ron Rositano. I think that we said hello to most of the people. Ciao, Kevin. Pep was actually tries to get the team scored, but it was not possible. So, before going into Atletico Madrid, Manchester City, let's go for the shirt. Are you ready? Are you ready for that? So, let's go with a small sound. Suspense. Suspense. It's coming. That's the shirt. That's the shirt that has been revealed by Juventus. No, not by Juventus. I'm wrong. By a DJ, a German DJ, has been spoiled today on social media. It went everywhere. It went, of course, viral. We know it was during the game, so maybe it was already late, not everyone saw it, and so that's why I'm showing you that shirt now. Mercato is crazy, it's a bit later, guys. Now it's time for that one, for the shirt that has been leaked. So we saw the first images by Footy Headline, and then from La Bianconera. La Bianconera that was rectifying a probable mistake, because Footy Headline was thinking about the 3 lines on the shoulders, that they were white. Why here? And you can't see it really well, but I can reassure you that the 3 lines on the shoulders from Adidas are electric blue. That's the shirt. So opinions now. I want some opinions. I want also that you tell me really honestly, did you change your mind at the moment? Frub, you love Cecilia, for example. I don't know if she's there today. Cecilia said, I loved it immediately. And she said, I continue to love it now. Some people said I didn't love it, now I love it. Or it's not that bad as I was thinking. Give me your opinion about this shirt before going into Atletico Madrid, Manchester City game. Ciao che. Loco, that's the DJ, of course. Really good for Amat. Really good, that's the first one. Ciao from New Zealand, grande Rohan. The suspend music when we didn't know if Ronaldo would join City or United was amazing, together with Edu interview. Yeah, but I don't know which one it was anymore. I changed computer, I don't know which one it was, but it's true. So I'm trying to read a few of your comments. So, we have really good from Amat, and then Punsara saying beautiful. Robin, still meh, but a bit better, but not really nice. I like it from Hamza. Taha, I prefer the Adidas line to be at the side and not on the shoulder. That's an opinion. I love it for Kalarafi. George, I changed my mind. Looks great now. MLG is just okay. It's not nothing cis. Thomas, I don't know the language, it's nothing sis hal, I don't know guys, but I can understand that you're saying it's okay, but it's not the best ever. Thomas, it's a nice shirt, especially for a fourth one. Stavros looks better than before. MLG, special, you rectified, okay. Ron, I don't like it, I'm sure I will get used to it. Temporary piece, I don't have any orange shoes to match with. You know that these shoes are the one that they brought, a special edition. These are Juventus shoes, also with collaboration with Adidas, that they brought in the market last season. For the third kit. You remember you had a package, orange shirt. You also had the shoes. So it's also Juve shoes that he's wearing at the moment. Why this shirt better than the third kit? Guys, I tell you the truth. And then I will read also the comment of Dino. Dino who's saying, Beppe, flash news. If the Vrare news with Inter, Bremer can come to Juve. We'll speak about that a bit later. Otherwise, we will mix and we'll not structure. It's not nice also for the people that are watching the replay. So I tell you the truth. When I saw the shirt the first time, I always start thinking, okay, is it the first shirt? Is it an away shirt? Is it the third shirt? Or is it the fourth special edition shirt? That's the first thing I start thinking about. When I'm speaking about the first shirt, it has to be, according to me, something with black and white lines. Then you can variate. You can have some variants. Why? Because if you are doing every year solid black and white stripe, sometime a bit thinner, a bit longer, guys, we are in a world where you need to sell shirts. Guys, I don't know if you heard about it, but guys, there was in the Italian Juve YouTube community, I don't know if you heard about it or not, there was a big problem. A lot of YouTubers, Italian Juve YouTubers, they lost their channel. Closed. Boom. The key on the door, it's over without any warning from YouTube. They went boom. Some even some channels with nearly 50k or over 50k subscriber. And that's much more and much bigger than my channel. YouTube went, they closed. Why? Because these channels, from what I heard, I'm not an expert on the topic, but from what I heard, from what I saw, from the reaction, because they opened the new channel, it's because they did some sponsorship for fake shirts, you know, the fake shirts that you can have for 20 euro, 30 euro, I don't know from where the copies, you know. And I told you that we were speaking about it yesterday and 2 days ago when we were speaking about the shirts. I told you that my shirts are original ones. I told you that I will never blame people that buy that are buying the fake ones. Why? Because I come from a poor family. I know what it is. I understand that 100 euro for a shirt, it's a lot of money, 100 until 150 euro. If you have to do it every season, and especially if you want to collect and have different shirts, I can understand. But it's not something that I would do personally on the channel to promote that. Why? Because I try to give you as authentic material as possible. I also work for Juventus, would be crazy for me to do that. And they contacted me a lot of time. Even before working for Juve, I had some contacts from, you can receive whatever shirt you want. Also, you know, the replicas from the past that I'm not owning, still not owning, or the Palace kit for 25 euro, they would give them for free and so on and so on. I said no. I said I don't want, because I would be lying. How could I promote fake replica shirts if I'm actually buying the real ones? It would be really strange for me. But some YouTubers, they did with the fake ones. So guys, why am I saying that? That even when Juventus is producing shirts, a lot of people are buying, and especially in Italy, it's a really well-known market of these counterfeit product, you know, the fake shirts. It's a big problem. What does that mean? That if you have a lot of percentages of Italian people, but also from other places in the world, that are buying fake, that means that you have zero money in your company, in your club. So you have to have a strategy while maybe you are thinking a bit more abroad, because in Italy a lot of people are buying fake shirts, but a real big percentage, this is a really big problem, the sales and the business of fake shirts. So Juventus, they have to think also more wider. Guys, this is my own theory. I don't have black on white on paper what it means. It's my own theory. I think so. And it makes logic because I'm also working in business, in fashion. So I think that I know what I'm speaking about. And that's why Juventus is trying to also change 1 year really classic, a lot more classic, like this year's shirts. Then you have another year where they are trying to do something also for wider things. But whatever. Speaking about Buonanotte Robin, speaking about the shirts, you have home, away, third and fourth. When I think about the fourth shirt, guys, this one, before I open my eyes, before I see it, I say, okay, it's a fourth shirt. That means that we will wear it one time. It will be probably a limited edition, so that means that you will not have so many shirts that will stay for a season. Limited edition on the site, you go, you buy, and you have something that not the entire world is in possession from. And when they are showing me a shirt like that, I am already always an early adopter. I like creativity. I like this kind of initiatives. I love it. I love the orange matching with the blue. I love the idea behind it. And I said, I love. Of course, it doesn't represent Juventus in a way. Of course, I want to have these traditional vintage Kappa kind of shirts. But if you are speaking about a fourth shirt, I'm happy. And then I saw the reaction of the people. I said, but objectively, for a fourth shirt, it's nice. Maybe because I already saw the pictures, maybe I don't know, but it's nice. And now I see that people are starting to love it. I like the geometric patterns. Ron, I speaking with someone else. Anthony, I only buy real shirts, personal preference, but nothing against people who knock off shirts. I know, that's also what I was saying. Hire whoever designed the Venezia jersey. These are beautiful. It's true that Venezia did an amazing job. It's true. We can't, all of them were really, really beautiful. There is nothing against fake shirts. Not all people have the money. Passion of the fans is what really counts. Yes, it's true, but and that's what I'm explaining, Hamad, because I told you, I also come from a poor family that were not able to buy real shirts, and we had no shirts. So I can understand, I'm not against it, but I would not promote it personally. And then from a club point of view, if you know that in your country there is so much business with fake shirts, that means that you are not earning that money. That's a big loss. If your stadiums are closed, if your own people for a percentage are not buying your right shirts, that can cause a problem. And then you are thinking, okay, where can we expand our market for Juve fans? Because we know it in US, and I'm not from US, but all the people from US are telling me, Beppe, traditionally the black and white stripes, really classic, are referred to the old referees from other sport in US, and that's why maybe it's a bit less attractive. And then you have to rethink the way you present and you work on your shirt. This one is street art. Don't forget that. That's what I wanted to say. Mr. Sami, he wants to go to sleep. Buonanotte, Mr. Sami. Thank you for coming here. I hope there is a pink kit this year, but we already saw some leaks from the home shirt. We didn't see the other ones yet. So, can we speak now about the game, Atletico Madrid, Manchester City, guys. I always make the mistake because Manchester City, at the time when I was watching football, I didn't know who they were. I just heard about them because Oasis, the music group, they were fans of them, but I never heard about them really playing. It's the last recent years that they became a club with a lot of big investment of money, and that's why now they are a big club. So speaking about the game in itself, if we are looking at some stats, can we go to some stats, please? Yes, we can. So if we are going to OneFootball and we go to matches, let's go to Atletico Madrid to some stats. On mobile phone, you have a lot more. On desktop, you have a recap. The recap is saying that Manchester City had 61% possession, 14 attempts for Atletico Madrid, 10 for City. 3 on target for Atletico Madrid, 1 on target for City. This is actually 1 shot on target, the only shot that they did towards the end of the game. I believe it was the 85th minute, something like that. So, what do I understand here? I understand that for me, according to me, Atletico Madrid, they deserve to score at least one goal in that game. Then they lose or they win. I don't know. I'm not supporting Atletico or not supporting City. I really don't care actually who won today. Of course, I was supporting a bit more Atletico Madrid than City, because City is not a team, it's a team with a lot of money, business, and so on and so on. But if we are really speaking honestly about the game, Atletico deserved at least one goal, and then let's see what happened. But guys, what I was not surprised about was to see that what Allegri said a few days ago in that GQ interview, and that a lot of fans were criticizing. He said, Guardiola, that we are all praising for playing from the back, for building from the back, he asked to buy Ederson, one of the best goalkeepers in terms of accuracy of long shots. Okay? People went crazy because they went to go and to look for some stats to look if it was possible that Allegri was right or wrong. And they found some statistic that Ederson is a goalkeeper that, in average, is much lower in terms of long shots than all the other keepers than Premier League. It was really average, not that much. So they were saying Allegri is lying because Ederson is not doing it. Guys, Allegri never said that Pep Guardiola was using Ederson and asking him to go with long balls. He said he bought a goalkeeper that has the faculty, the possibility, that has the skills to do it. Why? Because at the end, what matters? And you can turn it how you want. You can like, you can dislike. When it matters, guys, what is important is that you win. Today, we are watching a game that has been played on 180 minutes plus injury times. And what do we see? That we scored only one goal, and that in terms of productivity, shots towards goal, Atletico Madrid did 0 in the first game. Guardiola did not much more in the first game. They scored only one goal. Today they didn't even have the intention to go that much up front. That's what I saw. Strong team, great team. They have an idea of football, but when it counts, when it matters, when they understood that Atletico Madrid was there to do an aggressive game and they wanted to go for scoring, they understood that they had to adapt. And when adapted, I saw a lot of time the goalkeeper going with long balls, the defenders going with long balls, Cancelo, the offensive great player that is one of the best left back of the world, right backs of the world, that is going up. Today, I didn't see Cancelo pushing that much. Why? Because he understands the moment. The moment was not to go crazy and to attack. And at the end, they brought it at home. A bit lucky because sometimes the ball could have been a bit more precise from Atletico Madrid, yes, but at the end, this is it. This is what happens with football. Atletico outplayed them. Yes, in a way, yes, but also because because Manchester City, they said, okay, we are not able to do our game. There is no shame in defending. And then, if I tell you even more, there is no shame in losing time in football. It's disgusting? Yes. Atletico Madrid was absolutely not happy with Manchester City losing time, but Atletico Madrid, it's probably the first team in the world that is actually known to lose so much time. Every single time they are playing a team and they have the advantage, they are losing time. So Atletico Madrid was actually fooled in their own game today because Manchester City did the same. So don't tell me, don't teach me, don't explain me that in Premier League they are playing constantly, running 120 minutes and extra time, that they are offensive, that they don't never defend because it's not good, because they don't believe in the corto muso win 1-0 in 2 games. Don't tell me that because it's not true. Then you can tell me, yes, Beppe, but the problem with Juventus is that we are doing it every game. And there I agree. Juventus needs to be better. They have to do better. It's not okay to play from the first game of the season till this last game of the season like that. Absolutely not. But you see that ultimately, at the end, what counts is the one that scores one time more than the other ones. That's it. Even if it goes to penalty, that's what counts. That's it. That's the truth. That's the truth. And Dino is reporting us in the chat that Capello, that trained Juventus, Milan, Milan after Sacchi, Arrigo Sacchi, with the calcio champagne invention and so on and so on. And he went to Real Madrid and he won there as well. Capello said, like Boniperti, and he said it today at Sky, like Boniperti once said, the only thing that matters is winning. The rest is philosophy. Good night, champions. Guys, you do whatever you want to. Criticize Allegri. Continue, continue, continue. Does he deserve criticism? Yes. Does he have to do better? Yes. But don't speak about me with Bayern Munich will crash and trash Villarreal 7-0. Wait, then they are losing 1-0. Wait, because they didn't play in Allianz Stadium and there they will win 7-0. We saw it yesterday. 1-1, goal of Villarreal, parking the bus, boom, boom, and then with one goal, 88 minutes. Ciao, tutti a casa le. Today, Manchester City, that I was okay, let's see, because you know that from the moment Cancelo is doing a great assist or a goal, people are insulting me online because Cancelo did something great. Today, nobody told me, Beppe, maybe you're right, because Cancelo was about to give a penalty. I don't know if it was a penalty or not. For me, it was penalty. In Serie A, it's penalty. In Premier League, it's penalty. For me, it's a penalty caused by Cancelo because he was not alert, because he's doing a stupid foul. Then, good for them, they didn't give the penalty. It's okay, I don't care about Manchester City or Atletico Madrid, but it's a penalty. Then you can tell me, yeah, but it's great to play like that. Let them play. No, it's penalty. In every single tournament, it's penalty. Why it was not penalty today? He's doing a dumb foul. It's penalty. It is what it is. Tell me whatever you want, it is penalty. Mamma mia. Renan Lodi would be a fit nicely in black and white. Look, today I watched him. I was impressed by something. At a certain moment, he did something amazing. Was I 100% convinced with the game of today? No. No. Is he better as what we have? Yes. So I don't know what is the salary, what is the money, what is the value of that player. I know that they are speaking about him a lot. It's not the first time. When it's like 1 week, sometimes these players go away because it was just an information or a request. Now they continue to ask. It's not the first time, and the name come back. So I tried to watch. I liked the other game. I liked as well. I saw 3 games of him this season, I believe. And he played them well. Good today. Some good things, some okay things. But anyway, if you are giving me Renan Lodi, I say yes. And then we can't dream about who's free, a great left back that is free to start at Juve. I don't see a lot of choices there. I see Udogie from Udinese, but I don't see a lot. Let me read a bit of comment. Do you think that we can win the domestic treble next season? Hasta, I said it yesterday during the live. I said Champions League is crazy. Look at Villarreal. I said domestic. That means Coppa Italia, Supercoppa, and Serie A. It's difficult. How can I know it before even the mercato? No, before even knowing if we will be fourth or not. Guys, you know it. If we are not fourth, that would be a disaster because you have a different mercato as if you are in Champions League. So today it's impossible to answer that. Liverpool is a really great team. Liverpool is really strong. I have a lot of respect for Liverpool in terms of the team of today. Of course, I remember what happened in '85. It happened not that far from my home. My uncles had to go to that game. At the end, they changed mind. They didn't go to that game, but they had the ticket. And luckily, because Hazel drama is something crazy. And we will remember those 30-90 supporters forever. Now, we are, how far? Nearly 40 years later. Am I angry about them? No. Not anymore, especially not the players. The players, they don't even know, they were not there. The coach, club, they are not there. They have a new ownership. Some probably supporters are still there, yes, but it's like in every fan base. Juventus has good supporters, has some people that are not that good. Inter, some good supporter people that are not that good, that are throwing bicycles from the stadium. Guys, it happens everywhere. Of course, I don't like Liverpool as a team, because every time I think about it, but if I'm thinking logically, guys, we are 40 years later, how can I be angry at Salah because he's playing at Liverpool because 40 years earlier something happened? It's not logical. But they are strong, they are really strong. And why are they strong? Because they received two things, guys. They received two things. They received time and they received resources. Because look at the team they have. Today, look at the team they have. Look at the coach they have. Look at the time that the coach received to build that team. 4 years. In Italy, Allegri had 5 years and it looked like an eternity. At Liverpool, they needed 4 years before winning. Imagine! 4 years without any cup. We were winning. So, time, resources. And it's strange that time and resources are the two words that were expressed by John Elkann the day of his birthday a few weeks ago. We understand that we did mistake, we understand that we had some consequences, and we understand why we did mistakes. Now it's over. Juventus wants to go back at the top. How? Thanks to time, thanks to resources. So when I see Allegri out, it will not happen. Stop. It will not happen. You're only today. We can go, huh? Guys, if you don't believe me, we can go. We can go on Twitter. Juventus. Guys, it's easy. You go to Juventus. Juventus FC. Here we go. Here we go. Juventus FC. And then you go today. It was 4 p.m. Mister. With the emoji of the arm like that. Mister. And then it starts. It starts with people laughing, people mocking. I hoped I would die earlier. Congratulations for the win of yesterday. Why? Congratulations for the win of yesterday. Because they are mocking, because Villarreal won. Allegri out, and so on, and so on. You have also some good people, some people that are supporting. Merda, on your own club, Grande. So, guys, you can go crazy, you can do whatever you want. Allegri has 4 years of contract. He will stay at Juve, except of crazy changes. But that's because the club will decide like that, not because the supporters did like that. Guys, makes no sense. And I will tell you, today Atletico Madrid, guys, the supporters, and Atletico Madrid is known to do park the bus. They even were thinking to add a new patch in FIFA 22, or maybe for FIFA 23, the formation 5-5-0, especially for Atletico Madrid. Joking, of course, but that was the jokes online, because they are parking the bus as nowhere and as nobody. You know what? When the bus was arriving, I saw Atletico Madrid fans going crazy, supporting, chanting, cheering their team. Before the game they started. During the game they were singing. After the game, after being eliminated, they were applauding their team. They were supporting their team. They didn't stop. I heard Atleti. I was curious. Where are the Simeone out? I went, I didn't see a lot. A few. They are not first in La Liga. They are eliminated in Champions League. Guys, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I'm not saying that the Atletico supporters are better, but today they were supporting their team that are parking the bus. And don't tell me that Atletico Madrid has a history of parking the bus. No. Simeone brought that mentality. The players are doing like that. And it is what it is. I have to say a big applause, Atletico Madrid supporters. It's true. It's true. It's correct. And I know Madrid really well because I went there 20 or 30 times maybe in Madrid because I worked there. So I know the mentality. I know that they have two fountains where the Real Madrid one is going to celebrate when they win. There is the fountain not that far away. It's actually a few hundred meters from the distance. There are two fountains in Madrid. One for Atletico Madrid when they win, it's their fountain and they go around and they do crazy. And then you have a hundred meters further the one of Real Madrid. Of course, you never have both teams together, huh? But it's true, guys. It's true. So that's what I wanted to say about Atletico Madrid, about the fans, about the way they played. That was not wow, because indeed people were saying earlier it was a boring game. At a certain moment, I know I was watching with my son. At a certain moment, I was watching and he was watching his phone. I was starting to watch on Twitter because the game was a bit boring, but we knew it. And then you had these last minutes. But Atletico Madrid, they tried. Manchester City, they didn't. They were defending that 0-0. Did they do well? Yes. Claudio Rossi, Allegri project just started. Then, pay attention, huh? I am not here to convince you that Allegri is a great coach. I am not here to convince you that we are playing beautiful football, because it's not true. If I know what is beautiful football, I know what it is, entertainment and going offensively. And no. We didn't. Did Allegri did it in the past? Yes, he did. I remember some big games of Allegri playing that style. Not all the games, but when needed, he did. Allegri will always be a balanced coach. Balanced coach that will adapt to his players. So if he has the players to play 4-3-3, we'll go for 4-3-3. If he has the players to go for 4-2-3-1, he will do that. 4-4-2, 4-4-2, 3-5-2. He's adapting first to his players, and then he's adapting to the team that we are playing against. Is that something that I really like, that we have to adapt to all the other ones? No, I said it a lot of time. But time is important. And whatever you say, whatever you do, he will stay. He will stay. So that's what I wanted to say about that. I don't know if you have some comments so that we can speak about it. Otherwise, we go to the Juve-related stuff, because we are already here since 37 minutes. Hey, Beppe, who do you think will win the Balon d'Or 2022? But you know that there is already a change in Balon d'Or versus the past. Now it's over with a season. Sorry. It's over with a year, because in the past it was a year, from the 1st of January until the 31st of December. It was really strange, because you start analyzing from it was really strange. They were already giving and voting while it was still busy. Really strange. Now they decided to go for a season. Okay, so normally it should stop in a few days. They will not even take the World Cup with it, probably. That's what I heard. So I don't know. Let it finish with the Champions League. Look, Benzema is still in the Champions League. Kevin De Bruyne is still in the Champions League. Salah is still in the Champions League. I know that Salah could have won it a bit earlier. He deserves it for what he did, sacrificing himself and his career. Pay attention, career. He won a lot now, also thanks to Ronaldo, but he was a bit in the shadow of Ronaldo. Had some moments of difficulties between 15, 17, if I'm not wrong, or 13, 15, I don't know. But it was not an easy start, and then look at what he's doing today. I would love him to win the Balon d'Or. Salah, what an exceptional player. I would love as well. Kevin De Bruyne is really strong. We can't. It's difficult, but I have no personal opinion. To be honest, I even don't care about Ballon d'Or until a Juve player is in the list to win it. Then I will defend the Juve player. Until that, ciao Salah, ciao my friend Salah, Locatelli, ciao Beppe in the chat, ciao my friend, always there, ciao Recordnaldo, Benzema deserve it, Benzema Ballon d'Or, most decisive player for his team. It's not over. It is not over. Wait, Stavros. We can't change every time. Have patience, people, and be respectful is the most important. I can't stand those fans from other clubs who are insulting our manager, players, management, etc. From our club. But, criticism is okay. It's normal to criticize. Guys, we are Juventus. We should not accept to be fourth. We should be angry to be fourth. It's normal to be not happy. Everyone is not happy. Nedved is not happy. And then some people, they are angry with Nedved because he's angry. But they are angry as well. So, anger is normal when you are not winning. Guys, I have a son. I showed him Madrid 2017 when I was with him. We watched it live together. He was crying for days. He didn't want to watch football anymore from 2017 until this year. He didn't want to because that game, it hurt him that much that we lost 4-1. He was crying. So it's normal to not be happy when you lose, when you are fourth. It's totally normal. Football is a sport of emotions. But there is a respect. A minimum of respect to have. A minimum. Rabiot is celebrating his birthday. Guys, we talked about it on the channel. Mamma mia. Guys, imagine if it's your birthday. And Twitter, Facebook, Instagram is saying, happy birthday, Stavros. Happy birthday, Jeff Costello. Ryan. Deb Juve, whoever, Ryan Saliba, Richard, Deb Juve, Locatelli, Taha, whoever, Murad, my friend, Dino, Thomas, happy birthday. Some people, they notice it and they start. You are not a real supporter. Out. Stop with supporting. You are not a real supporter. Go out. We don't want you. You don't deserve to be a black and white the day of your birthday. Imagine, guys. Come on. That's my theory. That's my way of thinking. But I don't know. You don't like him? Full respect. Don't write. Ignore it. It is what it is, guys. It's highly recommended to not be happy when you are not winning, especially at Juve. Absolutely. Nobody's asking to accept not winning. Of course you have to be angry, because if you are happy, if you accept, you will create habits. And we are not the club of finishing fourth. We can't accept it. We can't. But what's important is to understand a thing. What did we do bad? And are we doing things to become better? And also to understand that you can't just win every time. At a certain moment, it's impossible. It is impossible. Every cycle in life stops. It's impossible. It's impossible to be at school and to be a really great student and to have from the first day that you start being rated and quoted until the last day of your studies with only tens. It is impossible. One day you will fail. 1 year you will have a bit more difficulties because you had COVID, because you couldn't attend all the classes, because you were sick, because you broke your leg, because you were in hospital, because you had a problem in your family. It happens. Is it okay? No. Is it an excuse? No. But it happens. The important thing is that you don't be happy with it and that you react and that you try to do better. And that's what Juventus is doing. Locatelli, guys. Locatelli. Not at the prices that Sassuolo wanted. We did 35 meetings because we said it's our price. You will wait, we will wait. We will wait, you will wait. But Locatelli will be ours at our condition. This is what we did. Vlahovic. Hey, pay attention. Arsenal, this team, Tottenham, this team. Impossible, Juve. You know what? Let's go in the winter. Let's not wait there. Vlahovic. You know what? Zakaria, €0 in the summer. Here, Zakaria is a phenomenon. I take him now because this year we started bad, but we are already building for next year. This year, we are already building for next year, and that's what we did. We are trying to solve. It's not my birthday, Nemanja. It's not my birthday. Perin25. So let's go a bit of a Juve talk in the Telegram group like Mo is managing. Not this one. we'll go crazy. Guys, Mo is managing, the Telegram group. For the people that are not in the Telegram group, super easy. You found the link into the description. You go, you join us. In 1 year, I can proudly say we have already 716 people, subscribers. There is never a fight. There is never a fight. What we do is reporting the news. We always quote the people. We don't invent things. We take the quotes, we write them. And then if you want to, you can react with some emojis to some news. If you want to, you can enter and you can write. And you can write, and then you have some replies, and so on, and you have some interaction. Really nicely done. What are the last news? Romeo Agresti is reporting that Perin 2025, it's 102% done. Agreement are being defined. So Perin, he had two choices. One, leaving for free and found a middle team, a low team where he could be a starter, or being a second at Juventus. And a lot of time in the season, we thought that Perin would leave. We knew one thing, because last year in an article when he was not at Juve, when he was not back at Juve, he was already praising Juventus and saying to some papers how proud he was to have been a second at Juve in the past. Because when he was at Juve, he learned a lot of things, arriving earlier at the trainings, working harder, trying to do for the best, and seeing how much enrichment it gave to his career as a professional player. I was thinking that he would leave. Apparently, he's happy to stay, and that's good. Otherwise, you had to go for another goalkeeper. Perin is still someone that you can really trust in the goal. He proved it a lot of times. So Perin, done deal, nearly. Romeo Agresti saying 102%. De Sciglio, renewal is set, but another summit is needed to close. De Sciglio should be an easy one. Lower salary, guys. Lower salaries. They are speaking, if I'm not wrong, I can be wrong. I don't remember. I saw so much numbers. I heard about 1.5. That's a bit more. Nah. I think he was at 2.5, 3 million. No, 2.5. He was lower than 3. I was thinking 2.5. He's go at 1.5, guys. A player at 1.5 million a year, that is a bench player ready to support on the left or on the right, I have no problem. My only concern with De Sciglio were the injuries. This year, he was less injured than the past years. He was not injured at Lyon at all. So I would take it. And then Bernardeschi, there are no updates. The last updates, I repeat, were he will not continue. Cuadrado, the option for the annual renewal has been taken, but Juve wants to formalize otherwise. So Cuadrado, the situation of Cuadrado is quite easy. If he played at least 40 games in all competition this season, he would have an extension automatically for 1 more year at 5 million euro salary for 1 more year. Okay? He reached it. So if Cuadrado says nothing, if Juventus says nothing, Cuadrado remain 1 more year at 5. Juventus, they are not really open, apparently, according to the rumors, to pay 5 million euro for Cuadrado. So what do they want to do? It's maybe extending 1 more year, so going for 2 years with lower 2.5, maybe 3 plus bonus. So you will probably earn a bit more, but in 2 years. We know that Cuadrado is 33. The rumors are saying that Cuadrado, he listened around. That doesn't mean that he signed something, that he wanted to leave. No, he was listening. At the end, Cuadrado, we think that he will stay, but we have to check how. Will it be 1 year at 5? Will it be 2 years? Let's see. I'm curious about that. So what other news do we have that are important? Before Manchester City, only 3 teams had not conceded goals in the round of 16. We go to 2004 and 5 Milan, Arsenal 2005, 2006, and then Juventus 2016-17 with Allegri, and now it's Guardiola. Emergency in the midfield, Arthur will certainly miss the game versus Bologna on the 16th, and then also the game versus Fiorentina probably. Likely to be back versus Sassuolo. Big problem. Here is the shirt again. So 8 people were smiling. 2 people said we like it. I don't know. If you go into the chat, guys, I don't want to spoil too much, but a lot of people, they were commenting about the shirt. Nice. I like these interactions into the chat. That was after 41 minutes. Atletico Madrid, Manchester City 0-0, 1 shot on target. Guys, what else? What else can we speak about? Allegri is collecting similar results to Pirlo's, but his future at Juve is not at risk. Agnelli and the other managers appreciate the growth of the team, something that they couldn't see a year ago. That's a good point to start with, my friends, to speak together with the chat. So, a lot of people, correctly so, they were saying, Sarri won the Scudetto and he was dismissed because he was out versus Lyon round of 16. Pirlo lost the Scudetto, but he won Supercoppa and Coppa Italia, was out versus Porto early in the competition. Allegri looks like he will not win the Scudetto. He's already out in round of 16 versus Villarreal. Didn't win the Supercoppa. Maybe, and we don't even know, maybe Allegri will win the Coppa Italia, but it's absolutely not sure. First, we have to qualify beating or equalizing versus Fiorentina to go through, and then we will have to win it versus Inter or versus Milan. It's not sure. It is not sure. So a lot of people correctly, they are saying, Beppe, but he did less good than Pirlo that had no preseason. So he should go out. Here, Juventus is saying something interesting. They are saying, the rumors, it's always the rumors, rumors are saying that the management is happy because they see a growth of the team. Guys, the floor is yours. Did we see a growth of the team? Then I will tell you, I don't want to influence you. Then I will tell you my takes. But first, I want your takes, your opinion. I know that you are... Hey, guys, no insults in the chat, guys. No insults in the chat. Be quiet, be tranquilo. Guys, don't start with plastic fans and these kind of things. We know that we don't use these languages here. Especially not between fans of calcio. If Ronaldo is saying, and that knows the channel since long, is saying that he wants Ronaldo back at Juve, he has his reasons. He's not happy with Ronaldo at Manchester United, guys. It's happy. It's also nice to see some people that wanted him out from Juventus that understand that he's having more difficulties in Manchester United. So, guys, tranquilo. No fights there. Let us continue to speak about the question I asked you, because that's more important than all the other ones. Numbers, shoes growth. The growth of the numbers of shoes. Allegri made De Sciglio, Rugani and Bernardeschi acceptable players while not having Ronaldo and Chiesa. He also developed McKennie. He's doing wonders. 16 games unbeaten in Serie A. And we know how it stopped with the game of Inter. Then a loss is a loss. In 3 years, nobody will remember how we lost with the Irrati, the referee. Juve did not improve this year. That's the comment of Louis Pace. Last year, the team just degraded from the start to finish. You see? That's a bit more in line with what management is saying. Last year, we started with a phenomenal 3-0 versus Sampdoria. We played, even if we did 2-2 versus Roma, the game after, we played quite well. Then, we played well in the return game versus Roma, and from there on, and by miracle, we qualified to 4th spot. By miracle. Grazie a Faraoni. So we saw that. We saw that. From the moment also we had Arthur recuperated and then he was injured. Disaster. Last year, guys, was painful. Painful. Benevento and so on was a disaster. Yes, we grew. If you think that we were 11th place and half the team always hurt, we grew a lot. Guys, this is hands down the worst season since 2011. 48 goals scored so far. It's embarrassing. If you are speaking about goals scored, yes. Yes. If you are speaking about games offered, no, I saw also other seasons that were a disaster, but it's not a beautiful season in terms of offered play style. Of course not. I saw a growth here. Ronaldo should. But come on, stop, Ryan, stop. Allegri is doing a good job. He should continue. Admire the great performance from Atletico Madrid. We spoke about it a lot. Not much improvement of results. Aldo, I have definitely seen an improvement from the start of the season, but I'm not sure there was an improvement from Pirlo's season. But definitely more teamwork without Cristiano Ronaldo. Saif, the team shows more grinta with Allegri, that is clear, and we have been missing that the last 2 years. Rad, ciao Rad, I'm happy that you are joining us back. I think next team will see more growth since Allegri will not be constrained by Dybala, and we should see the shape of what Allegri wants signing players under him directly. Mohammad, this year we saw true corrections not only in the mercato but also in the management and mentality. It's promising. So, a lot of people were... maybe I can do a poll. Now that I read you. Did you see improvement since start of season? I'm not speaking about last season, guys. I'm speaking about the start of the season. Yes? No. It's easy. There is no blah, blah, blah. Yes, but there is yes or no. You go. According to the comments, and of course we are on my channel, so you know me. But according to the comments, more people saw some growth. And then you have also some people that didn't see it. What is my opinion? Guys, if I want to compare with last season, and that is not the question that I'm asked, but if I want to compare with last season in terms of trophies, and if I tell you winning is the only thing that matters, no. Except if the miracle of the Scudetto comes, where there is 1%, 0.5%. Except of that, except if the Scudetto comes, there is no improvement. So there, we could actually potentially stop even speaking because it's not correct. Pirlo won 2 trophies. Allegri, we don't even know if he will win one. So, no. If we are speaking about growth since the beginning of the season, yes, guys, yes. Yes, we are growing. Yes, we are. It's a fact. 16 unbeaten games. It's something that was not done last year. It's something that was not even possible to think about in the beginning of the season. Impossible. Udinese 2-2. Empoli, you lose 1-0. Milan, Napoli. Milan was 1-1, I believe. Napoli, you lose. Guys, this season, you have to take a lot into consideration. Muscular and especially traumatic injuries. Without Mercato, we didn't do any Mercato, guys. Any Mercato. It was impossible to do Mercato. We bought only Locatelli, because we had no money. Then, of course, we grew also because we brought in Vlahovic. We bought Zakaria, he was immediately injured. I see some growth also in the way we are playing. That average block from the beginning of the season, from the middle of the season, is starting to go more up. Casuality, maybe. Is it because we played versus lower teams like Cagliari? Maybe. But we did the same versus Inter. We did the same versus Villarreal. 2 games where we were out. Okay. I see something happening at Juventus. Not enough. Not enough. But I see some growth. I see going into the direction of we are building and the teams are there. I agree with the comment of Dybala. Dybala is a typical player where you have to build the team around him. And he has to play in 1 or 2 styles. He can't adapt. You have to adapt to Dybala. And if you are able to have the keys to make sure that Dybala is performing, then you have a wonderful player. If he's fit, if he doesn't have the injury, you have a wonderful player. Guys, he's a phenomenon. But you need him to put him in the conditions to, and you also have to have him fit. 2 problems this year. So if you are playing a 4-2-3-1 for Dybala, for example, to play free as a number 10, guys, and he's not there because he's injured and he's missing the big games, you have again to ask your team to play a 4-3-3 because you missed that Dybala figure. But you want to continue with that 4-3-3 when he's back. You can't because he's not able to play a 4-3-3. So next year that will be a worry less for him, for Allegri, for the team, but also the fact that Ronaldo, guys, the Ronaldo effect of the beginning of the year, going away from Juventus the way he did, I will never be happy about the way he went away from Juve, was a disaster. And psychologically, it was hard for the team. And we saw it with the Real Madrid. Who needs Ronaldo? You remember the first months of Ronaldo leaving from Real Madrid. We saw it with Manchester United when he left back then. We saw it with Juventus. And I have to admit that Juventus was quite fast. Quite fast in, okay, we go and we forget and we play collectively. And then Chiesa injured and it's over. Your best player is injured for the rest of the season. Disaster. So I saw some progresses. Like here, 93% of the people are saying from the beginning of the season until now, we are progressing. 85 likes, guys. That's not enough. 85 is not enough. I'm not happy. Today, we didn't even play a single sound. Wolf, my friend. Anyway, we are playing as a team again, not for 1 star. That's a big change. We had to adapt. After 3 years of Ronaldo, we had to adapt again in playing as a team. Today, I'm not happy, guys, because we are still not able to be creative, to find a plan. When we are in troubles, we go to the right, to Danilo and Quadrado, and let's see what will happen. We isolate Vlahovic too much, and we need to do better in that. But guys, when I see a team fighting until the end versus Cagliari, being angry after Inter and so on, I can tell you that the majority of the team, if not all the team, are following the coach. That's what I see. So how could anyone not see that we are growing after climbing a hill a year? Was so difficult, so difficult. And guys, we are not satisfied. It's not because 90% now of the people are saying, yes, we are growing since the beginning of the season, that we arrived. Guys, if the mountain is like that and that's the top, guys, we were here. I can't show it. Let me take away the comment here. We were here. We were under. We were, like in the sea, guys. Not even on the earth. We were in the sea. It was dead, a dead Juventus after 2 years of disaster. We tried, we failed. Juventus now maybe is here. Yeah, we are here. And we will have to go here. And that's a really long way. And at a certain moment you can fall down again. You can go up, you can fall down. But it will be a really long way. And we have to go here. Fast, but with time. And when people are saying fast, guys, we can't from today to tomorrow change Juventus. Especially when we have an unlucky year with injuries. And a lot of injuries. Look, you recuperate the player, Zakaria, Locatelli's out. The game after, Arthur, traumatic injury. Guys, it's traumatic. It's not even muscular. There we failed, but it's traumatic. And Arthur is out. Arthur, McKennie, and Locatelli. 3 midfielders, my friends. Then we are complaining about Rabiot. Rabiot, at least he's there. There is someone that we can play. Miretti didn't play. Didn't train today with the team. Why? I don't know yet. I need to investigate about that. Small injury, fatigue. I told you something, but you didn't want to believe me. You think that I don't like the youngsters. I told you, guys, I saw the games of the under-23 and under-19. By the way, congratulations to the under-23 because they will go in playoff with 2 games in anticipation. Grande. I'm super happy and proud about that. Then maybe, I don't believe so, but maybe you can go to Serie B, what is a beautiful objective because then you increase the level also and you attract also new players. But, except of that, I saw the last games of Sule, of Miretti. They were not in big shape, not in big form. Guys, I'm really honest. I hope to see Miretti. I hope he has nothing. But the reality is they are not. So I'm not surprised that Miretti didn't train. I don't know why yet. I don't know why yet. But I'm not really surprised because he was not at top level in the last 2-3 games. Maybe a bit tired because he had to travel with the first team or with the. I don't know. I don't know why. Let's see. Let's see. So 91% of the people said that since the beginning of the season we are growing. Ron Rusitano, that streak of 16 shows that we were tremendous growth. Who knows where we would be without the injuries? If doesn't count in football, of course. Now, one more thing, and I don't like it because it's not an excuse, but it's just to explain the fact that we grew. If you're taking the last 20 games, not the 3 last games, not the 10 last games, the last 20 games. Last 20 games, we are first in Serie A. And it doesn't count. And I don't want to use that as an excuse because if Inter did better in March, they would be first in Serie A. But facts are saying that the last 20 games, Juventus is first in Serie A. Also because the other ones were poor? Yes. But also because we were consistent. 11 win and 5 draws was not bad. Was not bad of a streak. So growing, yes, but the road is long. Ciao, Antonio. We are miles ahead of where we were at the beginning of the season. We have hope now. There is some hope. Rad. Also, I'm happy about the type of players we are building around. De Ligt, Zakaria, McKennie, Chiesa, Dusan, that's the cell of the backbone. I don't know, because I didn't see you the last days, Rad, but we spoke about McKennie as well. Hopefully can start again really soon, end of April. That would be really beautiful. We need him to rotate also the players that are coming from injury, like Zakaria, and that are forced to play. Would be beautiful, but we said that at a certain moment you will have 10 midfielders, because today the news came as well that Glasgow Rangers, they will not buy Ramsey, so he will come back to Juve. We will have 10 new players, guys, 10 midfielders, no new players, 10 midfielders, and you will have to take decisions, because even if you are playing with 3 midfielders, that means that you need six players in that midfield. If you are playing with 2 midfielders, you need 5 midfielders. And if you have 10, you have way too much. So you will have to take a decision about who's going out. Who will be out? Will it be Rovella? Will it be Fagioli? Will it be Miretti? Will it be Ramsey? And so on and so on. Don't forget, if you want to buy, of course, Juventus had a capital increase and they want to go for a nice mercato, not Benzema, Mbappe, Salah, okay, not for, but with smart, intelligent mercato, reinforcing a lot of position, but we still need to pay Locatelli, Chiesa, Ken, so we'll have to find solutions, and we'll have to try also to cash in some money. So there will be some sacrifices, and I continue to have in mind, I am not sure, guys, maybe I'm wrong, but I continue to have in mind that maybe one, and it's just thinking logically, and that could be sacrificed, could be McKennie. Because you already have a Zakaria on the right side of the field, because he's a young, appetitable player that could potentially bring you 35-40 million euro, you are doing profit. Could be. I hope he stay. I like the guy, and I saw the growth of McKennie, but I'm not sure. Cherubini. Antonio, how long Ramsey have left on the contract? One more year. Any news on the Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio regarding the request, Beppe? No, that's on Friday. Official news will be on Friday. You know that they requested suspension of 1 year for Allegri, 8 months arriva bene, 16 months for Paratici, Nedved, I believe 8 months as well, and then De Laurentiis, I'm speaking about the big ones, then also for small clubs, but De Laurentiis 11 months and 5 days. These 5 days, someone needs to explain them to me, but 11 months and 5 days for De Laurentiis. But it's a request. Then, of course, Friday they will give a final decision, and from there the clubs will go into appeal. It's always like that. Speaking about appeal, guys, then you're telling me, Beppe, but why are you not liking Inter? How disgusting of a team is Inter? Can you tell me what kind of disgusting team Inter is? People are laughing. When I say the word Inter, they are laughing because it's a disgusting team, guys. You know what they try to do? They tried not to play versus Bologna. They wanted a 3-0. But is it how you are not ashamed to ask to win a game postponed because of COVID, strange situation and so on? You're asking to not play that game and you want a 3-0. They don't care. They are not ashamed to win the Scudetto like that. They don't care. They are happy to win a carton Scudetto in 2006 when they received that Scudetto. They are happy. They are proud. Some Interista, they are saying it's even the most beautiful Scudetto we won. Today they wanted to... Not today. Why do you believe that the game of Bologna will be played on the 27th of April? It's already since January that we are waiting for that game. Or even earlier, if it's not November. Now I can be wrong. But November or January, whatever. One of these. We are waiting since months for that game. Why? Because Inter, they tried every single possible thing to win 3-0 in court without playing that game. You know how many teams they have to play? Atalanta has to play. Fiorentina has to play. There are a few teams with one game less. Inter, they want to go into appeal. They want to win in the court. They don't even have the shame. The shame to say no. Juventus, when Napoli didn't show up, and then you criticize Agnelli, you criticize Agnelli, and so on. Blah, blah, blah. What a class. What a class. You know what Agnelli said? He said, guys, he went into the microphones, he said, guys, we are here today in the Allianz Stadium because they are asking us to play a game. And we are here. Napoli is not there. We will not go into appeal. We will accept the decision by Federazione Gioco Calcio. Whatever they say, they will tell us that day, that date, we will bring the ball and we will play. They were not respecting the rules. They didn't travel. It was a disaster, a drama story like Serie A is well known for. This year, they played with 3 players that were supposed to be positive. Zielinski, the day later, he tested positive. They played. We knew. We didn't go into appeal. We could go into appeal. We could win that game 3-0. We didn't. We want to win on the field. Like a few years ago, it was written under our shirt, Vinti sul campo. No, ne vinti. 30 sul campo. 30 on the field. Because that's where we want to win as a Juventino. As Juventini, we want to win on the field. We want to be the strongest one. And when we are not, we accept and we say congratulations to the other ones. Like I said, in Serie A, the first one is the one to win. In Premier League, the first one is the one to win. Because you have 38 games to prove yourself. If you are not, it is what it is. Accept it, swallow it, and try to do better. But how? Working on yourself, on your problems or your mistake. Try to become better. Try to watch the others, to learn what they are doing good. Okay, in UK Premier League, they have really great centers of training. Training centers. Let's build one. Let's invest, let's build one. We do. Napoli, they are training in the garbage. Guys, I'm not lying. With all the respect for De Laurentiis, I love Napoli. Don't let me say things that I didn't say. I love Napoli. I have family in Napoli. I love the people from Napoli. But if you're looking, in the summer, they're training in the garbage. What do you want? It's a material way of training. Juventus is watching, learning from the best they are trying to do. Does that always work? No. Sometimes you can't. They're training in the garbage. Uncle Sharma is saying, I come in and you cry. Hey, 1 hour 14, we are speaking about what Juventus has to do better. We spoke about the good things, we spoke about the bad things, we spoke about everything. We speak about Inter. He has a, I don't know. Raul, he has an alarm that when we speak about Inter, he has to join. Mamma mia, but every single night when we are speaking about Inter, he'll join. It's impossible. How do you do? How do you do? Raul, how do you do? It's impossible. This guy is a myth. It's a myth. It's a legend. We were saying, without going in the last 3 minutes of anti-Inter, we were saying that, guys, you have no shame. You want to have that 3 points in the court versus Bologna. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Mamma mia. And nobody will say it, of course. Gazzetta dello Sport, they will not. Page 27. Corriere dello Sport. Juventus will not be there for 12 months for the president. Boom, boom. Corriere dello Sport, guys. Look. Guys, you don't believe me. Wait, let me show you. You don't believe me. You're thinking that I'm lying to you. Capuano, Giovanni, he's always putting the pages. So we will go to the pages of Capuano of Corriere dello Sport. Mamma mia. I hope you watch it because then you watch my video. Guys, watch the page of them. Look at Agnelli, Corriere dello Sport. Look at Agnelli, 4K, 8K, HD, beautiful picture. You can see him. You can even count how much hair he has on the head. And then sneaky, blurry. You don't really see him. You don't know. You hesitate. De Laurentiis, small. De Laurentiis. He's there in the background. Guys, what do you want me to say? One has 12 months, the other one 11 months and 5 days. It's not like De Laurentiis had 1 month. You say, okay, let's put Agnelli 12 months, 1 month. They were more guilty. They went on, guys, you know how they did? They went on transfer market to see the value of a player. They went on transfer market to make sure to punish the teams. They went on transfer market. Mamma mia, but the level in Italy. The level in Italy, mamma mia. Look at De Laurentiis. This morning I was opening the papers. I was crying. I said, guys, this is exaggerated. But people, they don't know, They don't pay attention. Detail, I said, you know what's my first lesson in my real job? I'm working in retail, in fashion. I manage shops around Europe a lot. My first lesson in retail that I heard when I was working at Diesel, that's where I started, someone from US, he was visiting the store in Brussels, and he told me, Giuseppe, retail is detail. I was young. I started my job, and that guy, beautiful man, great presence, appeal, wow. I said, mamma mia, retail is detail. Then, of course, I'm young. I'm doing my own interpretation of that sentence. I can go home, I say, fuck you, and I go to bed, and tomorrow I do whatever I want. No, small Beppe, with a bit of hair, he was thinking, that's beautiful. I will try to pay attention in detail. I will try to make sure that the details are better. And that's what I did. And in my life, since that day, I remember that guy. He worked even at Adidas then later. Julian Oduro. I even remember his name. This guy, he learned me something. I made something about that sentence. Retail is detail. And in my life, I'm always watching the detail. Look at that! Where is De Laurentiis? Small, disgusting. Clowns. Raul, maybe it's because most of the people convinced are from Juve. Convicted are from Juve. Ma stai zitto. You're lying. You know that you're lying, my friend. People here, guys, they know the truth. Inter have a new sponsor. It's called VR. Guys, seriously. And by the way, Raul, pay attention, because I don't know if you know, but Inter, they are not out there. They will be judged. They need a bit more time. to be exposed. Pay attention. These kinds of loans back and forth with that player that starts with a P. I don't remember. A young player with a P. He's coming, he's going, he's coming, he's going, he's going. Pellegrini. I'm not sure it's Pellegrini. I need to watch. I need to investigate again. There is a player like one time he goes to there, then he comes back, he goes back, 10 million, 15 million, 10 million, 15 million, 20 million. It's the same club. Boom, boom, boom. Pinamonti. Nemanja, he knows. Everyone knows in the chat. They know. Wait, the only savior that you will have, of course, is that from the moment there will be a judgment, a sentence for Inter, they will say, no, we go into the la prescrizione, into prescription, and you will be saved again, guys. Mamma mia. And then, mamma mia. But you know what? And Raul knows it because he's my friend. I prefer the banter with Inter fans. We sold him, but we had to buy him back. Yeah. I prefer the friendly banter with Inter. That's nice. They say that we rob. We say that they are in prescription, and it's nice. We are laughing. It's a joke. We respect each other as person. We don't like the club of each other, and that's nice. It's a joke. What I don't like is the wars between Juve fans. Mamma mia! It's a disaster. Everything you're scared. You're scared to start saying, I don't know. Guardiola didn't play well today. We are scared because then they will tell you, yes, but Allegri. I didn't speak about Allegri. I was watching Manchester. Then you don't speak anymore. You're scared because they will kill you. It's like that today. So you say, no, Pinamonti. I should make an emoji of Pinamonti. Guys, what do you think? Emoji, because I have still one slot over for a new emoji. I should go for a Pinamonti emote. Retail is detail. It was nice. He said, that sentence. Probably was not even following that sentence himself. He just said a beautiful sentence. I was a kid. I said, Mamma mia. That man, I want to be like him one day. Retail is detail. And I worked every time. The detail makes the difference in life. Not only the detail. It's not because you are focusing on the detail that the big part you have to give up. No. I always said, even now, I'm a director in my job and I visit stores. If I have to take the garbage, because it's Monday, and take it out of the store, I'm not working in the store. I'm visiting the store to help the people, to explain them, to let them grow, to make sure that the business is growing. I'm in visit, but if I have to take the garbage, I take. And then they say, no, you don't have to do it. I say, yes, I do. Don't forget from where you come. Be humble. Work on the big things, but also pay attention to the details. These are the things that makes a difference. Anyway, going to sleep. Love you all, my Juventini. Buonanotte, Raul. Buonanotte. Buonanotte. Genoa is our inventory cup team. It's true. Chelsea were robbed yesterday. Referee too scared to give decision against Madrid. Were they robbed yesterday? No. There is that controversial handball, of course, that led to a goal. But guys, we are on a Juve channel. We just had the same problem with the goal of Pellegrini on Rabiot. So we learned the rule just a few days before. So we knew it. We all became expert of that rule at Juve, as Juve supporters. You see? Grande, Mike. I started in a store as a sales associate responsible for jeans. And then I grew assistant store manager. Then I became area manager and I grew. And then, yeah, grande, Mike. That's nice. Pinamonti. Guys, what do you think if we stop the live on Pinamonti? No, wait. We will go to the front pages of today. Let's see. Pueblo Juve, the Spanish guys, they are doing a fantastic job. I like them. They have a YouTube channel. I was invited by them as well. doing a fantastic job. They already have the front pages. Let's go to the front pages. La Gazzetta dello Sport. If they can avoid to speak about Juventus, they are happy. So, Totti, interview. Caro Ibra, vai avanti, ma. Dear Ibra, go on with Milan. No, go on with football, but nobody can understand it like me. At Milan, it's really an important decision, but he has to take the decision basing himself on his physical conditions. Bah. You don't need Totti to tell you that, guys. You don't need a doctor to tell you that. Or Totti, guys. My son, he can say the same, guys. But okay, they prefer to speak about Totti, beautiful sentences, instead Totti speaking about Milan. Ma che cazzo me ne frego? Who cares about Totti? Let's speak about Roma. What are you speaking about Ibrahimovic and Milan? We don't care. Looks like he's holding the shirt of Ibrahimovic. It's fake. It's Photoshop again. Gazzetta dello Sport, they used, I think they paid like a package of hands. They used it last time with Lukaku, double page with Lukaku holding a shirt. They use that. They have that new passion for the fake hands, and they are using it every time they have the possibility. He's not holding the hand. You are faking. You are a liar, Gazzetta dello Sport. Your Photoshop is as a lie as you did with Calciopoli in 2006. Mamma mia. Today I'm pissed off with so look, Totti, we don't care. Then fight in City looks like the words of Totti about Ibra. They interest me more than what happened today in Atletico Madrid. They don't even speak about Benfica, Liverpool. They don't care. They don't care. Then, of course, here, who are they putting? Rovella. They are putting Rovella here, and then a lot of money. Profit from Rovella to Portanova, all the transaction of Juventus that were into process. Today there will be the defense that will speak in court. Where is Napoli? Where is Napoli? Where is De Laurentiis? Why are they speaking about Rovella and Portanova and all the transactions of Juventus? Why there is no De Laurentiis? Why? I want to know. Why? Next page. I'm scared. No, Tutto Sport at the end. First we start with here. Corriere dello Sport. First, we see no image. Of course, I already saw it. Don't think I didn't see them. Here below. We will come back later. Referees from the Scudetto. And now they are saying they miss top referees. Fanno discutere le scelte per Inter e Napoli. The decision being taken for Inter and Napoli are making people discuss. It's correct. And then they're saying, look at that. They were not speaking about it on Gazzetta dello Sport. Wait. Inter play it, the game versus Bologna on the 27th. Not too big. Let's not put it too big that they want to win it. This shameful team, they wanted to win it in court. And here they are saying that a bit bigger. They are in Roma. They are saying they will play. The appeal of the black and white team was not accepted. And then they are saying profits. Club al contrattacco. So they're saying that now the clubs will counterattack with the defense. You know, always. First you have the one that is attacking. It's not the right word, but I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. But the ones that are blaming are giving the sentence, and then you have the defense. You say, no, I didn't do nothing. This is correct, blah, blah, blah. Don't use transfer market because it's just a site. It's not the Bible. Transfer market is not the Bible or whatever. It is what it is. So let's go on Tuttosport. Tuttosport, dea per la storia. They want Atalanta to go for the history of Champions League. Buonanotte, George. Beppe, you're still live. Yes, I'm still live. Guys, 1 hour 30. La Gazzetta is crazy. I agree. I hope Crapoli. I hope Napoli lose to Roma so that we can reach the third place. Pay attention what you are wishing for, because then if Juventus is not winning, Roma is at -2. Pay attention. A draw would make my evening, my day. So, patto segreto. There is a secret pact between Agnelli and Allegri. What is the secret pact? What is the secret pact? I will try to read it because the front page is really small. The secret pact is: Allegri sta raccogliendo risultati analoghi a quelli di Pirlo, ma il suo futuro alla Juve non è a rischio. Agnelli e gli altri dirigenti apprezzano la crescita della squadra che un anno fa non vedevano. We already spoke about it. The secret pact of Tuttosport, we already spoke about it. Mamma mia, it looks it's not like that big of a pact. But what is the pact? They are actually saying that what we said a bit earlier, that he's having more or less the same results as Pirlo, Allegri, but that the management is happy because they are seeing some growth. Like 90% of the people on the channel were voting. Yes, we saw some growth, and this is the big difference. Where with Pirlo we started and we dropped crazy as hell, like boom. With Allegri we see a growth, and that's the difference. Growth and decrease, and that's the big difference between both. So we wrote them. We read the papers. But get used to it, Stavros. Juventus safe Serie A period, no Juve, no party. I agree. Ciao, Nick. I was about to close. Salah. In Spain, we have newspapers that are on Madrid side and the ones on Barcelona side. And one on Valencia side, but in Italy, it seems all if of them are against Juve. Tuttosport is a bit pro-Juve because they are based in Turin. That's also the only one I want to give my money to, because I pay every month. I pay subscription, actually too many money. They should, cazzo, I need to ask them to do some sponsorship. Vaffanculo. Hey guys, seriously, I never thought about it. It's already 2 years that I'm doing every single morning the translation of what Tuttosport is saying. And they don't care. Yeah, it's true. Guys, they don't care. Hey, this is not okay. They should actually contact me, like Grodino, they should contact me as well, and they should tell me, Beppe, you are doing a fantastic job that nobody else is doing. Here, we give you at least the subscription for free. Mamma mia, I never thought about it. I never thought about it. I'm stupid. I pay. I just pay. Like, okay, here, boom, boom, boom. Mamma mia. You know what? I will ask. Sponsored by Tuttosport. Cazzo. Whatever. Let's speak about a last topic really fast because, guys, 1 hour 30. It's again 2 a.m. Dino, and I promised it to Dino. It was the first one in the chat. You forgot speaking about Bremer de Vrij. Look, I didn't check the source myself, but it's true that Inter was favorite for Bremer. We also know when we spoke about it that, the name of Bremer, I said it, I don't know if you watched the videos or not in the morning, but Bremer received this name thanks to his father. His father, he was a big fan of Andreas Bremer, player of Inter, and he named his son like that. Like some people, they call their son or their daughter Alessandra because of Del Piero and so on and so on. He called him Bremer in honor of Andreas Bremer. So the father Interista from Brazil. The player looks like he was there in pole position because De Vrij was a player that they were not sure to extend or not, what to do with him. Juventus is also on the player. What will be the decision? Of course, and that's a fact, if they renew De Vrij, probably it will be easier for Juventus to go for him. But they have to renew him. So what we can hope is that De Vrij he extend with Inter. That would be beautiful. He extend and we have an easier access to Bremer. That doesn't mean that there will be only Juve, because there are already a lot of the other teams on Bremer, huh, guys? And you know that Paris Saint-Germain, they will wake up. How many million? Yeah, they are playing with strange defenders there. I don't know. Hopefully we'll not go to Paris Saint-Germain or Manchester United. But voila. We spoke about it. Guys, I hope you had a really nice life. I'm super happy. Didn't bug. So, Tutto Sport, they should sponsor me. Now I thought about it. Now I will ask them. Buonanotte Stavros. Buonanotte a Nick McCaleb. To Big, my friend Big 10. Renew the Vrij to sell more cash. Ciao Aldo. Hasta. Dum Hamza. Matthew. Salah. Salah is becoming a Juve fan. Hey, wait for it. Esperamos un poquito de tiempo y después vamos a ver que Salah va a ser un aficionado de la Juventus. Claro. Míralo. Salah. Hablas español, ¿verdad, Salah? Now I started speaking about this in Spanish. Buonanotte, Dino. Buonanotte, I am. Look at that. Nemanja, Nick, Paul, Jose. Hey, of course, good Spanish. I told you. You don't believe me. You think I'm lying when I told you that I spent so many time in Spain. For work. Ciao, Arun. Mike, hasta, buonanotte a tutti, and as we always say on the channel, forza Juve. Guys, I will stop the video with the Mercato is crazy. I miss it. 1 minute of Mercato is crazy. Wait, let me try something and then we go. Wait. Okay, here we go. Wait. Buonanotte. Maximum of like while you're leaving, guys. Maximum of like. Maximum of likes. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy. La 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 la. La 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 la. Buonanotte Filippo Rosada. Ciao Aldo. Ciao Rick.